Hey guys, welcome back to Vexen Toys. Today we're going to be looking at Masters of the Universe New Eternia Mekaneck. I've been really excited for this one. I want to see if I'm right about the neck and the possibility of infinite length and neck. But all right, let's take a look at the package here. Looks like we got Clawful over by the moon, full moon. He must have transformed into his Wereclaw form. What do we got over here? Yeah, Mekaneck. You got the, what's Clawful doing up there again? Is there more than one Clawful? Is there like are these Clawfuls? Oh, those are Clawfuls. This thing's full of claws. Clawfuls. Oh, look at this. Look at that. What? 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 Obviously, that's a homage, or I don't know if homage is the right word, but you know, it's the Ground Ripper. You got I thought the Ground Ripper was green. It's blue here. I don't know, looks good blue. But all right, we got Mekaneck looking real nice in that window packaging there. How many Clawfuls are on this thing? We got 1, 2, 3. Does Mekaneck have like is that his like enemy? Four Clawfuls I can count. Is that like his nemesis? I don't know enough about Mekaneck. All right, and there he is Mekanecking. It looks like he's got the two Mekanecks, or I don't know what you call them, necks. You got your cross cell. We just did a review of He-Man, the best He-Man for Masterverse right now. A very good He-Man. All right, what do we got here? We got him spying. What is he spying on? He's spying on ladies. He can extend his club. That's cool. They're further away to hit than he thought. Just extend it. And you got a shield with the Ground Ripper. Captain of King Randor's submarine squadron. Doesn't look like he's anywhere near the water. Mekaneck searches for broken pieces of Grayskull in the darkest depths of the ocean, hoping to restore New Eternia to its former glory. It's pretty cool. You get some extra, lore around this New Eternia stuff. It makes you really want to keep learning. And looking good there. Nice, nice. So I guess there's water here anyway. That's enough about the package. Let's get this thing out of here. All right, here's Mekaneck out of the package. And the first thing I notice, he looks really good. I love the metallic blue. The whole buck is molded in this metallic blue. Super nice. And also, as you can see, is very chrome eyes there. You can see like reflects pretty good. I don't know if that's vac metal or what they did. I would assume it's vac metal, unless there's some other process I'm not aware of that can do that. Let's look at the first thing. He has, because of his feature, he has excellent range with his head. A lot of times you twist him here and it becomes more of a swivel at that angle, but he can look up. He's got head tilt. He's got so much head movement, very expressive. Mic check 1 2. It's really nice. It's refreshing. If all the figures could move their head like that, I wouldn't have any complaints about the neck movement, but it's because he's got, a huge helmet that he is able to do that, with the other figures do not. So I feel like the other figures need a double ball joint. The other thing I'm going to point out here is that there's a lot of marbleization with the metallics. It happens to a lot of metallics. You get that marbling look. It's unfortunate, but what you going to do? It still looks better than if they had just done a dull flat blue. But yeah, this is really good. Let's check out the contents. You get like 5 neck pieces, the I don't know, bat. I don't know what club. I don't know what you want to call it. I think it's even called a mace. But you get that. You get the shield. You get two fists. Let's take a look at them. All right, starting off, you get the two fists, and just like their new pegs are a thicker peg, longer peg. You get the shield with a ground ripper, and it looks like it's molded in a decent silver plastic. It's nice. I like that texture they have on it. It's not just like a flat, it's got a little bit of a texture. And then you get the telescope mace thing. A little bit of plastic pulling off of it. Sorry. You know, I almost feel like sticking some sort of like a marble in here or something to make it actually look like a glass that he can look through. But this pulls apart. Pulled a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And then we can take a look here. Obviously, you don't want to put anything in here because this is meant to put one of these, you know, pieces on, which I'll show you next. They came separate in 2 and 3, but obviously these can connect. And the exciting thing, okay, let me talk about this. Let's get that in there. Okay, they're firm, but they could be firmer. I'm gonna see problems with that later on. Get them all going the same way here. Gonna see problems with that a little bit later on when weight becomes an issue. That's gonna droop, but we can fix that. Maybe put a little bit of a nail polish on the ends here, let them dry overnight, and stick them back in. They should be tight as hell. Right now, let's look at the telescope. The telescope mace or club. I still don't know what the deal is. But anyway, as you can see, it's holding up pretty good. It's not drooping too bad. Unlike Michael over at Toy Habits, he has trouble getting his up. But not your old Vexy boy here. His is firm and, oh, maybe I spoke too soon. So, oh, you can whip it around. Boy, this part is super loose. Yeah, it's just, it easily comes apart right there. Yeah, they made the base of this a little too loose. That's disappointing. Everything else is pretty decent. I'll probably still do the nail polish thing I'm talking about, just to, yeah. It almost, yeah, it just almost doesn't even work. Yeah, that's tight. Okay, so enough of that. Let's get back to this guy. All right, we already looked at the head. He's got the regular shoulder articulation. He's got good movement in the torso, chest, because he's got a new chest piece. I can tell he's got some interesting things. We'll pop this off just so you can see later. But even with that, he can rotate, you know, without rotating the waist. You know, he can rotate the chest, torso, and yeah, a little bit of movement. This does hinder it a bit, but it's not terrible. You can still get some good range of motion there. I think you still get the drop down hips. Yep, you do get the drop down hips. It's pretty stiff on this guy, but they're there, and I like them. I like them a lot. And once again, this is a lot more pliable than the old ones. Good metallic belt. Yeah, he's full of metallics. He's got He's got metallics on the wraps. He's wrapping himself with metallic. And he's got some, like, I don't know, pig's feet for some reason. I don't know why he has that, but it's a little bit of a different molding on his boot there. Let's Mekaneck this guy. All right, well, that is all the neck pieces. Oh, actually, that's not a, what? Where did this one come from? I just happened to look over. There's a whole nother neck piece here. God darn it. All right, how cool is that? That is very cool. And that whole neck thing is probably one of the best gimmicks. And you buy another one, and you have it twice as long. And you're probably wondering, well, what am I gonna do with that second body? Let's take a look at something and see what we might do with the second body. And first here, I just want to quick show you how he looks with without the harness piece on. You know, he's got kind of a very tech style armored look. And here we go, part of the Vicron outfits. I think the metallic blue really goes with the orange. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna remove the bracelets off his arms. Those are glued on. I can get them off, but I'm not gonna do it with this figure. He's got these bracelets, and I think with the bracelets, with the blue, that's gonna be this guy. I think that looks pretty good. All right, moving on to a couple notes. Gotta keep an eye out for those darn clawfuls. Couple things I want to point out. First off, this is just the horizontal left to right articulation. It's not the weapon holding articulation that goes up and down. I think they did this to you know, if he's holding it up to his eye, the articulation might get weak and then might droop. So in that way, I can see why they went this route with it. I guess I was thinking that it was going to be standard, though, to have that weapon holding articulation the whole time. The other thing is, let me grab a hand. So both his grab hands, let's zoom in here. Both his grab hands have this weird growth coming out of his palm. And I think that's due to, once again, he has these, you know, attachments on him. So because he has those attachments, he needs, that can grow long, he needs extra support. This knee joint from the calf to the knee was so tight. He's got some pretty dang tight. I had to really like put some muscle grease into that, and yeah, which is good. He needs tight joints to hold up, you know, when he has his neck, you know, leaning to one side or another, or this, you know, this gets heavy. When I was doing the telescope, it was, you know, I had to adjust his legs to get him to, you know, balance the weight, because it was a very, you know, top heavy, lean, you know, with weight going off in one direction. So those are pretty much, I think, the only points I wanted to make. I do worry about that vac metal. You're pulling the head off and on, off and on. You know, you're going to wear those out. That's what I worry about anyway. So overall, I really like this figure. I can't wait to extend the heck out of his neck. You know, once I get a second one of these, he's going to be super Mekaneck. Going to be like doing loops and stuff. You know, put some nail polish and stuff in there. So he's got super tight neck joint. Ugh. Can't talk, it's getting late. Super tight neck joints. But anyway, sorry, Michael, if you're watching this and I gave you a jab, but everybody should be watching Toy Habits. Follow him on Instagram and their YouTube channel, Michael and the Toy Sorceress. Great channel. I watch them religiously. But they have a lot of good sources and getting updates. Definitely check them out. But for me, if you want to follow me, if you want more of these videos, please, like and follow. I don't think you really need to share. Nobody really shares like review videos, do they? I never see them anyway, unless they're like super good or something nobody has yet. So this has been Mekaneck, and ask yourself, how many necks could a Mekaneck mech if a Mekaneck could mech necks? All right, we'll see you later.